Hello, I'm Dane, and this is Dane Explains. Wow, this is my 100th video. I'd like to thank the 1 or 2 people out there who have continued to subject themselves to my drivel for so long. For the rest of you who are new, don't worry, watching my videos lands closer to the pain of jumping into a cold lake rather than getting your legs waxed by a spasmodic drunk. Around 15 years ago, I saw that electric vehicles would be the future of transportation, which must make you think that I must be rolling in the dough because of how much money I've made off my Tesla stock. I mean, I've gotten about 1.2 subs per video, so I'm clearly not in this for the money, right? Well, the thing is, as it turns out, I was correct about electric vehicles being the future, but I was wrong about which electric vehicles. Let me explain why. When GM was forced by the state of California to come out with their first consumer EV, called the EV1, back in the 90s, I knew it was a fool's errand. They also knew it too, so they only allowed people to lease them. Then California changed the law, and when everyone's leases were up, GM didn't let the people renew. They took the cars back and crushed them. So, why was I right? Well, because the EVs only use batteries. Its max range was 100 miles, and there weren't charging stations back then, so it limited anyone who was driving one to using it as a medium-range commuter car. The price of EVs was also an issue too. Why pay twice as much for a car that has a quarter the range? So, it was pretty clear to me that the EV1 was never going to be more than a niche thing. A few years later, along comes Elon and Tesla. I thought Elon's idea of making a super expensive sports car, known as the Roadster, was a great idea. That way, you could use the best battery technology, which was and still is hands down lithium, and still make a profit on the car. Tesla was able to hide the extra cost of the better battery technology in the already nosebleed luxury sports car price. It had double the range of the EV1 too, so it was a car you could also go on short road trips in, if it had room for all your luggage, that is. Well, I still thought that the Tesla would flop, because without charging stations, the Roadster was essentially still tied to the area around the driver's home. I was nearly correct, too. Tesla almost bankrupted several times. I just didn't think anyone would be willing to wait around hours at each stop to charge their car. I wasn't wrong about that. I thought hydrogen was going to be where EVs had a future, since it would require similar infrastructure as the current gasoline cars. Well, I was wrong about that. Tesla was able to get past most of the teething issues of battery-operated EVs as time went on, slowly building out charging stations and improving charging technology. Other companies have since followed suit, with slightly more lackluster offerings. But all of Tesla's cars are still up in the luxury class. As for hydrogen, well, the issues NASA has been having recently with the SLS moon rocket have shown just how squirrely those little hydrogen atoms are. While battery technology has been getting better and better, people on the hydrogen side of things have been waiting for some miracle breakthrough to make the storage and transportation of hydrogen more feasible. Currently, for hydrogen to work, you'd either need a huge tank or an extremely dangerous amount of pressure, or both. Now, this works fine for large vehicles, and there is probably still some hay to be made there, and people are trying. But storage tanks at the hydrogen stations would also need to be huge, or they would need to use costly refrigeration. At this point, I don't think hydrogen will take off. What? Who did that? Anyway, I think the battery technology has the momentum over hydrogen at this point. Even if by some miracle hydrogen does overcome its current issues, I think things like the Betamax and the direct electric current grid show it's too little, too late. They're already way ahead in adoption and infrastructure build-out. So, like many other industries out there, Elon ate the hydrogen car market's lunch before they could even get to the table. Although I did get lucky in that I didn't bother investing in any hydrogen car startups, like any standout ones ever existed anyway. So, yeah, I was wrong, but thank the Lord I was not that wrong. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. Subscribe to my channel and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon, link in the description. The more people who support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.